Soundpeats are back with another brand new release, the Soundpeats Free2 Classic. And this is a brand new release into the under $30 market, but for a limited time only. You can pick these up at $19.99. And a big shout to our friends over at Soundpeats for sending these in for this review. But as always, I'll be covering the pros and the cons, and you'll be getting my honest and unfiltered opinion on whether these are worth the price and how they compare to other options currently out there. If this is the first time that you visited the channel, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you found the review helpful today, hit that like button and leave me a comment below if you have any questions or you're thinking about picking these up. Let's get into the review then, and no surprises when it comes to the unboxing. You are getting all your usual paperwork, your exchangeable ear tips, a USB-C charging cable, and obviously the earbuds themselves. When it comes to key specifications on this product, we have got an impressive battery life of 8 hours on the earbuds and 30 in total, including the charging case. We are getting 6mm drivers on this pair. We've got full touch controls controlling everything, including single tap for volume. And it is that familiar touch control scheme that you get with a lot of Soundpeats earbuds. We're getting Bluetooth 5.1. We're getting an IPX rating of 5, so that's waterproof, but not a pair that you can submerge in water. Like I said, we're getting USB-C charging, but no wireless charging. And overall, looking at the buds themselves, it is a very recognisable design, very similar to the Soundpeats Mini Pro. So they have gone with a similar charging case, as you can see. The exterior of this is got a kind of faux leather feel to it, but it's quite plasticky. It's not quite as premium as the Mini Pro felt with their matte black design, but it's doing the job, and at this price point you can't really complain. And the earbuds themselves, we are getting a classic dot style earbud, a more traditional and a deeper fit than the Mini Pro. As you can see there, the ear tips are extending much further into the ear than they did with the Mini Pro. And talking about fit and comfort then, I am finding these very comfortable and nice and secure, with a bit of a twist when you insert them into your ear. I did spend quite a bit of time trying to get the best fit and seal that I could with the included ear tips, but in the end I have gone for a pair of SpinFit CP1025 because I don't feel that the ear tips that are included are of particularly good quality. Perhaps one of the areas that they've had to cut back in order to bring you this product at such a low price. But aside from that, I'm very happy with the comfort and the seal that I'm getting now. So like I said, this is a stripped back product. We're not seeing any ANC or transparency mode, which is to be expected at this price point. But talking about the call quality, the microphones, you can see there, they have actually got a nice metal mesh cover, which is being advertised as being dustproof, so that's really good. And that doubles up as the indicator light, which I really like. It's a really smart look. I think overall the design and the feel of these is really professional and premium. I think the new Soundcore logo is looking really good again, like on the Mini Pro. But overall the call quality is decent. We are getting some nice loud volume. In terms of reducing external noises, not going to be the best, unfortunately, but overall really good for the price and absolutely usable when it comes to taking phone calls. So let's get on and talk about sound quality then. So these guys have got 6mm bio-compound diaphragm drivers. So this is producing some really good sound, guys. Now, just talking about the Mini Pro that we reviewed last month, I think with that product, Soundpeats were bringing us a slightly different sound, in the sense that I think they're getting more and more refined with every release that they bring out. With the Mini Pro, we had a really dynamic sound, but for the first time we were getting a highly impressive soundstage. on a product that was running a single driver. Obviously, they've got a great reputation when it comes to tuning. If you think about the H1, the H2 with the dual driver setup, but these guys are really bringing it when it comes to sound quality. So we are getting a bit more of a balanced feel than the Mini Pro. Now they're still bringing that dynamic sound. You're still getting some really nice bass, some nice sub bass, some punchy mid bass, and you know, some lovely crisp high tones. The treble is really impressive on this pair. I would say that they're sounding a bit more balanced and a bit more brighter than the Mini Pros did. I'm really hearing some details that caught me off guard and kind of did surprise me at this price point. Overall, the soundstage is really impressive. The sound imaging that they've got going on this pair is really punching above its weight, in my opinion. When it comes to volume, they are very, very loud, probably about a click louder than the Mini Pro. So more than enough volume, you know, about 60%, 70% is the most that I'm running these at. So anything above that, you're going to damage your hearing, in my opinion. So more than loud enough for me. But yeah, just really impressive. And if anything, I would probably want to be seeing the app support, and you know, it's certainly something that's going to be coming to the Mini Pro. Be great to see it come into this pair, because I would probably just boost that bass a little bit for my own taste and my own preference. But like I said, it's there on tracks that have it. It just isn't overly boosted. So just thinking about any drawbacks of this pair, like I said, you know, for me, very little at this price point to argue with. The first drawback for me would be around the way that the indicator light works on the charging case. So there isn't any clear way of knowing how much battery the charging case has got left. So it just uses one single red indicator. It does flash once when you put the buds back in, but I haven't noticed any differences in that. So I can't tell how much is left in the charging case. And then secondly, like I said, whilst the call quality is impressive, it wasn't fantastic when it came to reducing external noise. And I think, again, maybe this is just going to be one of the cost-saving measures. I don't think there's any AI noise reduction like we did have on the original Minis, which was really effective, provided by Elevoc. And then finally, the included ear tips are just not doing it for me. So I have gone for the SpinFits, which I'm fine, you know, I'm comfortable doing that. I've got a set of those that I can use, but for some people this might be a drawback if it means you have to purchase some additional tips. It might be fine for most people. Just for my ears, I couldn't get that good seal with what was included in the box. So just to wrap things up, just to put this into context, is it worth $19.99? Absolutely. Are they worth $30? Absolutely. Fantastic set of earbuds, you know, feature light, basic stuff here, you know, at the price point, but doing what they need to do really well. Great battery life, fantastic sound quality, decent core quality, and a really good fit, a really smart design that I really like. How do they compare to one of the best competitors out there, the Earfun 3 Mini? Well, as you can see there, it's a similar-ish design in terms of that dot style. There's a bit more support in the ears with the Earfun, which I have noticed provides a slightly more secure fit. But all in all, these guys are very close indeed. You know, I would probably go with the Soundpeats just for the sound imaging, and the soundstage I feel is just slightly more advanced, but they do have a very similar sound signature. So both bringing it in when it comes to sound quality, really hitting above their weight and their price point. And like I said, the Mini Pro is probably the other one that you're going to be thinking about. I've made reference to it throughout this review, but what it comes down to is, do you need the ANC and transparency mode or not? And do you want a more dynamic sound? Because what the Mini Pro are bringing is just a bit more, you know, a bit more in the bass department, a bit more richness, and a bit of a more sort of a fuller, a more rounded sound, which I'll be honest, I prefer that, but it's you know, it's 2 to 3 times the price. So you've got to make that decision yourself. But both great products in their own right, really, and offering, you know, with this new product, you know, you get in basically the same sound quality there or thereabouts at a fraction of the price. So that's been my review, guys. Thanks again for tuning in and for all the support. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so, and that is the biggest way you can support the channel going forward. Hit that like button if you've enjoyed the review today, and all that leaves me to say is thank you very much for watching, and here's the core quality samples for the Soundpeats Free2 Classic. This is a core quality test with the Soundpeats Free2 Classic in a quiet environment. This is a core quality test with the Soundpeats Free2 Classic in a noisy environment.